Hi everyone, Mr. Neighbor here, and today we're going to talk about something called the percent equation. The percent equation is a way to solve for the percent of something. It's a way to solve for what the whole thing was if you know the percent and the part. It's a way to solve for the part if you know the whole thing and the percent. It's just a way to solve percent problems. And it's pretty straightforward if you know how to read math and if you know how to set up a proportion. Those are going to be the two strategies that we use in this video. So remember that a proportion is just a ratio, so it can be set up like a fraction. And a percent is a part per whole. So you have a part of something, and we're dividing it by the whole thing to see what your percent is. A lot of times we like to make that whole into 100 pieces so it's easier to write as a decimal, which can be easier written as a percent. So a percent, remember, it's just your parts out of your whole thing, and your part is over 100. So those two things are the same. So let's scroll down and look at some problems. There's going to be two methods we can use to solve these, well, that I teach about solving these. The first method is a number sentence. So number sentence. This is reading the math problem and changing all the words into math symbols. So for example, we have what number is 12% of 150? So I don't know what the number is they're talking about. I know that it is supposed to be equal to 12% of 150. So look at all the symbols I'm using here. They line up with the words. What number? That is a mystery to us, so we label it as a variable, something that could change, that could be anything. Is, that means equal to. This is that. They are the same. 12% and 150 are just numbers. Of, however, means multiply. Whenever you see of, out of is not the same. That means divide, but of is multiply. So we're looking for x. It tells us to take 12% times 150. So we can do that. We just do it the way that we want to. If we want to use our calculator because we're allowed to, we do that. If we want to do the 10% or 1% methods, we do that. If we want to do the multiplication algorithm, we do that. You do whatever you need to do. For me, I just did my calculator for this, so I got out an answer of x equals 18. All right, that's method number one. Method number two is the one that I would like us to practice more, at least with the setup part, because I think that is helpful for later on in math too. So this is called the cross multiply and divide method, or proportions. Okay. So I'm going to erase this answer just so I have some more room. We should still get out the answer of 18 when we're all done with this. So proportions, if we kind of scroll up, we are going to set up this right here. The part over the whole is equal to the part over 100. The part over 100 is always the percent. So if you have 12%, that's 12 over 100. If you have 50%, that's 50 over 100. If you have 200%, that's 200 over 100. The part over 100 is always the percent. The part out of the whole is the thing you have to think about more. So I'm going to kind of keep that in our view right there. Go back to my pen and let's write out what we have. So part out of 100, that's the percent I said. So 12 out of 100. Then we're looking for what number is 12% of 150. Ask yourself, is this number the part, or is this number the whole? If we're looking for 12% of something, this something is the whole thing. So this is 150. This would be our mystery number. The what number is our mystery number. And now, since we know how to use the cross multiply and divide method, that's what we can do. We can take x times 100, 150 times 12. So let's do that. X times 100 is 100 x's. 12 times 150, well, I know that 100 times 12 would be 1,000, well, 12,000. And then I need 50 times 12 times 12. Oops, that was one extra zero. That was not supposed to be a zero there. That would be 600. So I have 1,200 plus 600, which would be 1,800. And now I see a multiplication going on right here, so I have to undo that. I'm going to undo that with division. So I'm going to divide by 100 on both sides. When I divide both of these by 100, I will get out the number 18. Oops. So x, let's change back to green. X equals 18. Same number, a little more work, but I use mental math to do that. So yeah, my brain doesn't work as fast as a calculator, but it still works, so I use it. So these are the two methods we're going to use. I'm going to do the setup for a lot of these, but not solve them. Just because I think the setup is the hardest part. I will write the answers though. I will do that. So I'm going to erase this so we have some more room. So first I will do the number sentence. I'm going to do the number sentence for a couple just so we see it. See the pattern as it comes in a row. So what is 6% of 200? Straightforward. To get x, I just have to do this. Remember, I have to change this into a number, though. I have to change it to the number 600ths, or 0.06. I want to do, oh, nope, I said I was going to do some more of the number sentence stuff. This one says, find 72% of 50. Well, I don't have an equal sign, so I guess I'm supposed to just do this. Very similar to these. It's just not telling me what number is, but it's going to be the same process. Here we have what is. So what is 14% of 150? Very similar to all these. I just have to do this, making sure this is a number, change it to 0.14, 1400ths, and then do that. Scroll down and do a couple more. Find 50% of, means multiply, 70. Same thing, know what is there. I just have to do that. All right. This one, 21, is what percent of 40? This one's a little different. I have to figure out what x is. This one, I actually have to move this 40 over. I have to undo it. To undo it, what I am going to do is do the opposite operation, which would be division. So I have to have 21 over 40 equals x times 40 over 40. Simplify if I can. 40 over 40 is just x. 21 over 40, I don't know what that is, so I just write it like that. A few more steps, but it still works out the same. In the next video, I'm going to work out the other method, but I do want to write all the answers down for you for this method. So for D, we have x equals 35, C, x equals 21, B, x equals 36, and A, x equals 12. So try those, make sure that you get out those answers.